and then
everything changed. There's a hierarchy of the family. There's leaking, but there's also planting of stories.
There was a war against Meghan to suit other people's agendas.
It's about hatred. It's about race.
It's a dirty game. The pain and suffering of women marrying into this institution, this feeding frenzy.
I realized they're never going to protect you.
I was terrified. I didn't want history to repeat itself. No one knows the full truth. We know the full truth.
And perhaps we will as well. Who knows? On Thursday, which is when the first episode airs. Well, let's get the views now of Michael Cole, former BBC royal correspondent, joining us once more. Michael, as ever, thank you for your time. The last time we spoke, we were discussing The Crown, of course, a work of fiction. Many people are now wondering, is this particular documentary maybe partly a work of fiction?
Well, the royal family, as you say, have endured 10 parts of Series 5 of The Crown. Now they're going to look forward to, in quotes, 6 parts of the Meghan and Harry show. Of course, Mark, the timing couldn't be more insensitive. Thursday, when it starts running at 8 o'clock in the morning, in case you want to get up early for a treat. Thursday, it is, of course, marks the 3rd month after exactly Her Majesty the Queen died. But, commerce doesn't wait for time or tide. It has to cash in. And Netflix has got a lot to cash in because it's invested some $18 or $19 million in this pair, in their hilltop fortress in California. And they're now training their 16-inch guns on the royal family, people who used to be very, very close to them. We've seen the trails. You played a clip from it. And we've got to see now whether it's all sizzle and no sausage, because if there's no substance there, if it's just one long moan-athon, people will get very fed up with that. Nobody likes a whinger. But they have thrown in race. And, of course, race is the big no-no of the age. We saw how swiftly Buckingham Palace moved to cut loose Lady Susan Hussey after only 60 years of service to the Crown at the weekend. So we'll have to see what's in there. But it looks as if it's bare-knuckle fighting. The gloves are off. No doubt I will be hoping to be with you on Thursday to discuss what it really means.
Yeah, and marks out of 10, maybe, or not, as the case may be. However, just reflecting on what you mentioned about Her late Majesty the Queen, never complain, never explain, of course, was the rubric. We are now getting indications, maybe from the Prince of Wales, Prince William, that he will push back, is the phrase that was used, if there are matters of veracity in this concern.
Yeah, and I think what will trigger that is if there are direct attacks on his wife, Catherine, the Princess of Wales. I think that might trigger it. And, of course, this is just a preview of what may come with the book, which is going to be called Spare, due to be published by HarperCollins on January the 10th. Although I must say, at W.H. Smith in Woodbridge the other day, my wife saw it on sale at a discount already for pre-orders. Now, if that is very explosive, the King does have an option here. He can remove the title, the honorific HRH, Her Royal Highness, His Royal Highness. It was done when Diana divorced. Immediately she was divorced from Charles. And, of course, the Duchess of Windsor, for whom Edward VIII abdicated the throne, she never received an HRH. Now, that to us may seem small beer, but in royal circles, that's big medicine. That means something a great deal. So the King does have that sanction. Or maybe they will try, as you said, to never explain, never respond to it. I think it will be hard for them to do that. And if they have a case, if it is put out in the right way, I think it might have some major effect.